Good morning, everybody. This is Joseph, and I hope you are having a wonderful morning. Today, the sun rose, and I wanted you all to share it with me. It's coming up there behind the trees. It's a beautiful autumn day. This is my 56th autumn, if you can believe it. Of course, I'm only 5, but I've seen 56 autumns, if you can believe that. And so this is a great one. The trees are starting to turn. The sun is just beautiful, and it's a day God made for us to enjoy. Why am I saying that? So here's the deal that I want to share with all of you. I am keenly aware that lots of people have decided to be worried about lots of things. And I understand that. I do. I've had my share of worries. But today I've reached a point in my life where I don't have a lot of worries anymore. I've just decided that I'm going to live each day until God says do something different. As the sun rises up behind me, I'm reminded that God gave us this sunrise to be a tracker, a monitor, a standard setter for the newness of each morning, the newness of each day, the opportunity to be and to live and to do something different with our lives. A lot of us are so busy worrying about our health, worrying about our neighbors, our friends, our families, whether they will live or die, whether they will go or come back, whether they will be found or lost. We're worried about the economy. We're worried about the quality of water. We're worried about the quality of the food. We're worried about jobs and employment and whether or not our business is going to fail. We're worried about whether or not the governor is going to make more laws that involve the destruction of the lives of children. We're worried about whether or not there are going to be more laws to restrict our rights, our freedoms. We're worried about the larger government and the smaller government. We're worried about whether or not the president will live or die. We're worried about whether or not we'll be attacked. We're worried about the air quality. We're worried over a dozen thousand different things that none of us can control, that nobody can control. And God gave us this sunrise so that we could remember that He gave us the day. Each day is a day God has given us so we can try to do something different, so that we can plan our lives, so that we can live better, so that we can be the difference, not just for ourselves, but for other people. And so while we are worrying, we don't get a lot done. I used to have a great boss. His name was William Stewart. William Stewart used to say to me sometimes when I would worry about things, he said, so Sam, it's like maybe you think you're on a sinking ship. Maybe you think everything's going down. Well, the ship may go down, but you don't have to go down with it. Why don't you plan that when the ship finally goes down, you will swim? And while you are swimming, you will talk to God about your survival and what you plan to do next when you reach land or when you're rescued. He said, because you can swim and pray. And so I think about that sometimes when I decide I want to worry about something. Swim and pray. And my worries, more often than not, go away. So today, with all the things there are to worry about, I don't have any worries. Don't get me wrong. There are lots of things that I could be worried about. Starting from my feet to my head and my family and my friends and all along the way. But it's occurred to me, I've been unemployed before. I've been sick before. I've been really sick before. I've been hospitalized. I've had family members who have been hospitalized. I've worried about whether or not they were going to live or die. And the bad news is some have died. Well, it might be, actually, that's good news because those family members who I've had who've died, they are with the Lord. Of that, I am sure. So that's a good thing in the sense of eternity. But here's my point. The sun has risen on your day. And this is a great opportunity to put your plans before the Lord and put your trust in God for what is coming next for you and for that and those which you love. Today, the sun rose, which means that God planned for you to live today. And all you have to do is live. Now, you can ignore that opportunity. You can sit in your house and worry. You can sit in your home and worry. You can sit in your car and worry. And, with your mask on in the back of your truck or in the basement of your garage, you can do that. You can certainly do that. That's a choice. But I'm saying to you, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You can plan to be the difference for someone today. You can plan to be the difference for yourself. The sun is so bright now, it's blocking me in the camera for sure. And that's a great thing up here in the mountains. That's where I am. I'm up here in the mountains, enjoying the day and enjoying my life. And I think you ought to do the same. That's why I'm making this video. This is an opportunity for you to do the same. Get up out of bed, get off your sofa, get out of the chair. Look, fine. You need to go someplace to wear a mask, and you think you need to wear a mask. But live. That's the point. The president, who may or may not live, gave a great statement yesterday. He said, he told me to stay in the White House. They recommended I lock myself down. They told me not to meet with anybody. They told me to stay in my room. Don't even go into the Oval Office. Just lock yourself down and close yourself out. He said, I decided I can't do that. I need to get up and get out and live. And so from this point where he is in the hospital, he's able to live and share, and even in that space, make the difference. Some of us are worried about whether or not he will live. Some of us, in all truth, don't want him to live. That's unfortunate and sad. But those of us who do, we are talking to God about it. And here's the good news. Whether he lives or not, God will still make that sun rise. And it's not just for him. It's for all of us. It's for his wife and his family. It's for the people in the administration who survive. And it's for everyone else to live and enjoy this life. So today, I'm sharing with you this sunrise, so you can choose to enjoy your life and decide to put your worries in perspective. Because whether or not we live or we die, we are the Lord's. And everything we have and everything we do and everything we are is the Lord's. So put all of it before God. Put it all in God's hands and let him bring life in your sunrise. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.